Hi, I'm Nandipha Mahlangu, Senior Consultant at Insights Radar. If I could provide you with a ready-to-buy client, would you be interested in hearing what I have to say? Please watch this promo video and contact us at insightsradar.com to set up an appointment. We are market leaders in social media, brand, and risk analysis. If you watch Snowden or understand echelon technology, picture that in your business. Enjoy.
A lot of our clients have been asking, what is the point of social media if it's becoming just like television? And unfortunately, that's the reality. So Rion is with me today. We're going to go through a presentation just very briefly for Samsung, for example, that we just used a data set for. And we want to show you how you get return on investment using social media, but reverse engineered. Sending out product to market as content and advertising, etc., is essentially just the same as advertising on radio or TV. If you can't pinpoint your client and market to him as a strategy, there's no real point, because I think social media is just one of those places people flip through very quickly, and it's crucial to understand that you've got to be impactful in the short time that you've got. So I'm going to run through some stuff with Rion. Rion's going to give us a brief presentation on the analytics behind how we would see a Samsung as a client, for example, in this space. In regards to return on investment, where are we going to get a real return on investment here for Samsung? How are they going to get a product to the actual client that is, well, I suppose the client is looking for specifically?
Yeah. So Dave, what the platform allows us is to basically go into specific demographics of a customer. We can look at specific data sources. The platform records each from various different sources like Twitter, like Instagram, like Discuss, around about 30 different social media sources.
No poppy infringement there.
No poppy infringement.
Okay,
so everything we see is completely above board. It is all open source. It's out there in the public domain. The platform just allows us to gather the information and analyze it in a proper manner.
Okay.
So if we look at something, for instance, like data sources, we can go and focus on a specific data source like Twitter and say this must match Twitter data. And what the platform now allows me to do is start drilling into specific segments or specific demographics around a customer. And I can start looking at things like, let's take an example. We want to look at customers that only has a positive sentiment around Samsung. I can go into the sentiment, I can go into positive, and I can filter for positive sentiment only.
Okay, so we're also getting an opportunity here to understand when the client is on what sort of social media platform. We can understand the LSM in regards to their age. Where else are we getting a real value add here?
So as an example now, we're looking at only Twitter data feeds, we're looking at only positive sentiment. I can go into an actor specifically, an actor being somebody that talks about the topic, and I can say, let's look at different age groups. So the majority of the people are 25 to 34-year-old age groups. If we want to target our marketing strategy into that sector, we can say, let's filter on those specifically, and I've now got an age group of 25 to 34-year-olds that I can target market to.
So essentially, I can actually do a business-to-client relationship. Somebody's really on the social media platforms, they're talking about, I love my Samsung, I want to get one for my wife. I can almost, at that point, send through a tweet to that individual and say, hi, if you're really looking for a Samsung, please see the local dealerships, and we'd love to give you a discount. That's or right. Whatever it may be. So we're actually creating real saleability here. We're not just doing content marketing.
If I want to focus my marketing on a specific area, I can go into the map on the left-hand side and I can target my area to a specific map within South Africa. This is down to a street level. I can zoom into a specific area that I want to focus my marketing or my strategies on, and I can select that area only. So let's take an example. I want to focus my area around Gauteng, and it now takes me to 165 potential marketable clients. Okay. I can then go into the table view and I can look at these tweets coming from specific individuals. I can get the person's exact Twitter handle, where all of these are real Twitter handles, and I can market to that Twitter audience specifically.
So in a sort of high net, or let's call it a high value client, you're looking to sell Maserati, for example, we could actually find out who is using Maserati, who is talking about it by using that as part of our data set. I could then find out in a specific demographic where those people are, and I could market directly to them. So I think it's really crucial to understand that we're taking the guesswork out of social media, because essentially that's what it's become. And the strategy behind this sort of tech is to really get to know the client first as part of the strategy, then to create the marketing and the content, and to work in conjunction with whoever you're using as an advertising campaign leader. So we'd love to work with you and with your team. Alternatively, we'll pitch the client for you. We'll white label the product for you. You're not going to sit in a place where you're going to be sidelined by virtue of the fact that Garcia Media is doing it and our media intelligence software is running this. We offer bi-monthly reports. We can offer strategies with positive and negative sentiment. Also, you're able to head off trouble at the pass. Let's make no bones. Unfortunately, if you've got a problem with your product, the first place it goes to market is in social media. It takes a long time before it becomes mainstream unless it goes viral. We can find the way to source that, understand it, watch the data sets, and obviously fix those issues before they become real issues.
Absolutely, yes.